Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and today we will going to look into the angry side of nature. That will going to be the basic concept of today's topic. But what exactly it is? It will be natural calamities. So we will look into this particular terminology, its features and its various kinds. So let's start this thing. The very first thing, what exactly natural calamity is? That means, what do we mean by it? Now this thing is basically a sudden change in the surroundings because of the nature itself, which will going to cause lots and lots of damage to the people as well as to the environment. That means it is not only the people who will be the sufferer, it will be the nature itself, the surroundings itself. So this thing is going to be a problematic situation. For example, earthquake, flood, hurricane, tsunami, volcanic eruption, drought, etc. Now, what happens is that we are seeing this thing and we are trying to understand this thing and what is a natural calamity. But this particular terminology and considering it with this thing as this thing that it is a sudden change, this is not sufficient enough. We need some specificities with reference to natural calamities so that we can identify that yes, it is a calamity. So we need to understand that what is the nature of the calamity. So majorly it is with reference to the loss which is caused by these calamities. So there will going to be lots and lots of loss and it will going to be disastrous in nature. Again, loss. What happens is that it is not only the nature, not only the people who are the sufferer. We will going to faces in terms of faces the loss in terms of the animals in our surroundings, the property that we have created, or the surroundings that we have planned on our requirement, on the basis of our requirement. So all those things will be affected. So that is how we say that it is basically with reference to the loss and it has to be at a huge amount. Now what happens is there are certain calamities which are predictable in nature because it gives some sort of initial signs in the nature itself, whereas some of them are totally unpredictable for humans. Yes, it is predictable for certain other animals before the particular calamity to takes place, but in case of humans, it is totally unpredictable. Now, the very first natural calamity that we are going to look into is earthquakes. So, what exactly it is? It is basically the sudden and violent shaking of the earth's surface. That means we are talking about the movement of the surface of the earth. But why exactly this thing happens? So, for this thing, the causage is actually beneath the earth's surface. It is the causing of the cause behind this thing is the collision or shaking movement in the plates or rocks which are beneath the earth's surface. That means we are talking about the inner section of the earth, or we can say lower section of the earth. That particular section, when going to face any sort of movement or any sort of change in terms of its combination, in terms of its arrangement, then we can say that it is the earthquake. But what is the uniqueness? That the movement or that particular process is going on under the earth, but we can feel it over the earth's surface. So that is something which is known as earthquake. Now we come to the devices which are responsible for this particular checking mechanism. That means how we can say that what is the intensity of the earthquake. So for this thing we generally use two material, or you can say two devices. It is, one is Richter scale, which will going to be a scale from 0 to 10 depend showing that what exactly is the intensity and what exactly could be the uh, predictable loss or damage which could have created. And the next thing is the seismograph, which will going to actually check the waves, or you can say disturbance in the waves, that is the seismic waves. Now what are these terms that I'm taking name again and again, that we will learn up in a moment. Now what happens is that in this particular Richter scale, it is basically the component where we are going to say that if it is towards 0, then it is the intensity which will going to create less damage, whereas if it is towards 10 or let us say above 5, then in that case we say that the intensity and the impact is higher. That means the damage will be higher. So that is how we relate it with the reference of the device to check the intensity of earthquake. Now, the next thing that we have is that what exactly is the cause of earthquake. So the very basic thing that we have taken up is the collision of plates or rocks under the surface of earth. This we have taken up, and the impact can be observed on the surface of the earth. So that is how the earthquake is caused. It is basically the movement of inner section of the earth. Now, what exactly are the main terms related with this particular calamity or the disaster? Now, this particular picture is representing the major terminologies, out of which the very first thing is the fault. Now, this particular term is used to denote the fracture which has taken place inside the plates or the rocks in the earth crust. Now what happens is, whenever there is going to be any sort of movement of earth surface, there will be some sort of damage that we will going to observe on the earth surface. That particular crack or that particular fracture is known as the fault. Next we have epicenter. Now this particular structure over here, as we can see, is the point which is considered as epicenter. Now this point is just above the point of focus on the earth's surface. Now what do we mean by this? That means this epicenter is a relative position on the surface of earth. Now with relation to what? It is with relation to the focus of the earthquake. That means the focus of earthquake is a specific position, as per which we will see that it is the immediate upper position on the earth's surface, which is known as the epicenter. Now, this particular point, focus, it is the main point where the earthquake has originated, means the movement of plates have originated. Then the next points that we have is the plates. Now these plates are basically those sections of earth's surface which will going to experience the damage or change because of the impact of earthquake. That means these are the sufferers part of the earth's surface which will going to ultimately experience this thing because the movement has taken place over there. Now, the next thing and the last major important terminology is that it will be seismic waves. Now, these are basically the waves because of which the energy which is created because of this movement or collision of Earth's surface, this energy will be transmitted to a larger area. This is why this thing happens, that a particular earthquake is generally originated at a particular point, but we can experience it to different positions and different locations nearby that particular area, and sometimes to the farther areas as well, depending on the intensity. Because in case of higher intensity, the energy that will be transmitted through these seismic waves will be higher. Now, this particular picture is going to show the main terminologies again with reference to one change that is over here. Now, we have discussed about the term focus in the previous section, but over here this particular alternative name is also added, that is the focus can also be considered as the hypocenter. It's one and the same thing, the point where the earthquake will going to originate or the movement is going to take place. Now what are the different sort of damage that we observe? Now the damage is caused because of the earthquake are quite easy to understand or easy to enlist, because this is something we all are aware about. So this will be majorly collapsed buildings, fallen telephone poles and trees, there will be broken pipelines, broken power lines. There could be a damage in the gas pipelines, because of which gas leakage can take place and leading it to the fire accidents, disruption in the water and sewer line. Then the public property that we have created for our usage, that can also be hampered because of this. So these are quite things that we are already aware about. Now the thing comes up that what we can do when the earthquake occurs, what how we can keep ourselves safe and protected in terms of the damage that it can cause. So whenever we are indoor, there are certain set of rules that we can follow. Whenever we are outdoor, we can follow certain set of rules, out of which few things are common. Now whenever we are indoor, we should make sure that we can crawl under a heavy surface or a heavy furniture, so that, and cover our head, so that we can protect ourselves from the falling material. Next thing which we can do is we can move to a safer place or a safer area, moving through the staircases instead of elevators, and ultimately moving to an open area where we can stay away from the buildings and power lines, so that even if these things fall off because of the impact of the earthquake, we do not get any sort of damage or impact out of it. Now, one thing to be taken care of is, it is very, very important that because of the breakage of power lines, we might face electricity cutoff. But we should make sure that we are not going to use anything which will going to light fire, because during the damage which is caused in the case of earthquake, it can actually lead to damage to the gas pipelines also, because of which gas leakage can take place. And if we are going to light a matchstick or a candle, it can catch fire and lead to fire accidents. So we should always use some sort of emergency lights. And one important thing is, one should always remain calm down and try to calm down other people as well. So these are a few safety tips with which we can keep ourselves protected and reduce our damage that we will going to suffer with reference to this particular calamity. And with this, we are done with this particular topic, that is earthquakes and the related important component that we were supposed to cover up. I hope that the information was quite lucid to every one of you, and we will meet in the next session. Till then, take care everyone. Bye bye.